Our culture doesn't like fat people. Hi, my name is Neal, and I've lost 115 pounds in the last 21 months, and I've discovered some amazing things that I am actually kind of horrified by and perplexed by over these last 21 months. So if you don't know, 21 months ago in January of 2024, I weighed 400 pounds. I began to exercise more, watch what I eat more. And then this last June, I was at 360. I was kind of stuck at 360 pounds. And I just decided I'm going to go on a GLP-1, which is Ozempic, Zepbound, you know the drugs. I went on a GLP-1. I've lost 75 pounds since then. I'm 285 pounds now. I'm still losing. I'm getting my life back. I don't have knee pain anymore. I don't have sleep apnea anymore. My high blood pressure is gone. My high blood sugar is gone. It's been an absolutely amazing journey. There are things that I just didn't know about myself and about weight loss and about all kinds of things that I'm learning. One thing I'm learning is how hot I was all the time, like physical temperature hot. Like I'm cold now, like it's 60 degrees. Normally right now I'd be wearing shorts and a t-shirt at my old weight, but no, I'm a little bit cold. I got a flannel on, I got pants on, I got my Blundstones on because I'm a little bit cold right now. But that's something I've never experienced as a fat person. I'm still fat, but not as fat. I also never realized how much pain I was in. I was telling someone the other day about this. Like I didn't know how much pain I was in until I was not in that pain anymore, which was kind of revolutionary. But of all the things I've learned in this journey, and I'm going to continue to learn, I think the biggest thing is our culture does not like fat people at all. Now we talk about, being inclusive, we talk about, accepting all bodies, and there's a whole body positivity movement, but here's the thing. I am treated way differently now than I was when I was fat. Let's talk about the gym. I've been going to the gym for a very long time, and people at the gym treat me differently now. There are the gym bros who have been seeing me for years, working out on the treadmill, in the weight room, who are now talking to me. Now, a lot of people like to say, oh, Andy, the reason you're being treated differently is because you have more confidence and you're acting differently now. So people see your confidence and they want to be a part of that. And I get that. I totally get that. But no, that's not it. It's because I'm smaller now. I'm a quarter of the man I used to be. I think there's someone coming. Yeah, pause for a second. Pause for a runner. I'll take that. Somebody is partaking of something I'm smelling around here. I can smell it. I hate that smell so much. And it's a sad fact that, we are treated differently because we're in smaller bodies, and all bodies are beautiful. All bodies deserve dignity and respect. Absolutely. But why is it that we see someone who's in a fat body and we make assumptions about them? We assume, oh, they must be lazy. They must have no self-discipline. They have no self-control, which is really kind of a sad thing that we as a culture put on people. People are big, obese, fat for a myriad of different reasons. And we have no right to judge someone as to why they're fat or why they're in a bigger body. Some people are just in bigger bodies. I did everything I could for years to try to shrink my body. And I know the science is kind of still out on this, but I was addicted to food. I was literally addicted to food. I couldn't get enough food. I just needed to eat all the time. I couldn't resist food, which is a really hard predicament to be in because we still need food to eat. We need food to function. You can't just stop eating, despite what some gym bros will tell you. That's a discussion for another time. Yet I just struggled and I couldn't get the weight off, and I needed help. I had high blood pressure, I had high blood sugar, I had freaking sleep apnea, my knees were always hurting. I wanted to go do things that I couldn't do, and my weight, my body was keeping me from there. And I am so grateful to the body positivity movement for giving me confidence in myself, to which I got to the point where I had to say, I do want to go on these medications to help myself. People just make these assumptions about fat people, and I hate that people make assumptions about fat people. I hate that we just assume because someone is in a bigger body, someone is just bigger than society standards of what a body should look like, that we assume they are fat and lazy. We're not. Just some of the most disciplined people I know are in fat bodies. Some of the best athletes I know are in fat bodies, and it just absolutely infuriates me that we treat people differently because they're in a fat body. And I'm noticing it now more than ever because my body is freaking 75% of what it used to be. It's smaller now, and I see it. I see it at the coffee shop. I see it at the supermarket. I see it out and about. People acknowledge you, whereas before people wouldn't acknowledge you. They just look the other way because, oh, you're fat and disgusting. And that just absolutely drives me insane. And we have really got to look in ourselves and in our cultures and really see how are we supporting people in bigger bodies? How are we stigmatizing them? How is that contributing? Because when I feel shamed about my weight, when I feel shamed about the size of my body, I spiraled into binge eating. I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder a long time ago, and it's something I struggle with. There would be points in my life where I'd be able to get a hold of it, I'd be able to deal with it, and then I would spiral, and for lack of a better term, I would relapse, and I would binge eat. And food for me is what gave me comfort. Food for me is what gave me solace, and not in a like, oh, a hot cup of cocoa or, cornbread and chili on a cold day kind of comfort, but I mean like, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I am going to eat as much as I can so I can feel something. And that was dangerous. And we do that with so many fat people. We shame them and they feel shame and horror about their bodies. So what do? What did I do? I ate, and it didn't help. And I was addicted to food. I think there's a flip side of this too, where we tell people, oh, body positivity, and the body positivity movement has been really big in the last few years. In the last year, it's kind of died down a little bit, but I've literally spoken at FatCon. I've spoken at these body positive events and hikes and things. And I think we also stigmatize losing weight. We look at someone like myself who, was a part of the body positivity movement, who was a plus size model, who had articles written about him in international and national media about, all bodies are important, and, outdoors are for everybody, and fitness spaces are for everybody. And now that I've decided, hey, I'm going on GLP-1, I'm going to intentionally lose weight. I've had so many people who I called friends say horrible, terrible things about me because I gave in to pressure. I bought into toxic fitness and diet culture. I did these things which was best for me. I have bodily autonomy. I have the choice, and I knew how much pain I was in. I knew that I wanted to live my best life, and that the body I was currently in was not allowing me to do that. So I wanted to do something about that. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to be able to sleep at night. I wanted to be not addicted to food. So I talked to my doctor. I talked to my therapist. I talked with my wife and my family about this, and this was the best decision for me. And it's literally changed my life. And it might not be the right decision for you, but it's been the right decision for me. And I'm so happy I did it. And we cannot stigmatize people because they have made a choice for themselves to do what's best for themselves and go on a medication to help them with this chronic disease that so many of us are dealing with, whether it's the disordered eating or it's obesity or whatever it is. And we have to not feel shame for deciding to do what's best for us. Because my life, it's been revolutionized. It's changed so much, and I'm so thankful for these medications that since I was 12 years old, I've been fighting my body, trying to make it smaller, trying to not be addicted to food. And now it's like, oh, this is what it's like to not have food noise and not feel this urge to constantly be eating. This is what it's like to not be in pain all the time. This is what it's like to sleep through the night and not wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air because of my sleep apnea. And we should not be shaming people for making that choice. The same way we should not be shaming people because they are in a bigger body. All bodies are beautiful, and people are different sizes for different reasons. We don't know why. And to put everyone under the stereotype of, oh, they're fat and lazy, which is not 99.99% of people who are in fat bodies, is a tragedy. And I'm seeing it every day as people are just nicer to me now, as people are kinder to me, as people don't seem as scared of me now. I mean, granted, I was 400 pounds. I was a big boy. I still went out and hiked. I was at the gym. I did things. I was a social media influencer, and it's just kind of the sad state we're in. And I want to see all bodies accepted. I want to see people grapple with bodily autonomy. That works for your body, works for your body. Maybe that's not the right decision for my body, and that's okay. We don't need to make these broad statements about everybody needs to do this, everybody needs to take that, everyone needs to accept this or that, because every body is different. Everybody has dignity, worth, and purpose. And I just want to get to a point where we see bodies, no matter what size, shape, color, gender, identity, and we just say they're beautiful because they are human and they have dignity, worth, and purpose. And we have got to start treating everybody with dignity and respect, and not treat them differently because they're fat, or treat them differently because they decided to go on a medication or do this medical treatment or have that medical intervention or this medical intervention or whatever it is, because I am tired of it. So that's my rant for today. Thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed this, I'd appreciate you all subscribing to this YouTube channel. You can do it down here. YouTube thinks you're gonna like these 2 videos. Also, make sure you check out my podcast, the Andy Films and Hikes podcast. Talk about outdoors, hiking, fitness, all that fun stuff. And I will see you later. Bye.